Okay. So, it's me again. And I just came back from animals. You guys are still not talking to me. Again. Could you please, why are you not talking? Just say something. Okay, good, you said hi. Oh, you're talking to him? Didn't say hi to me, Tatter. We played Animal Jam for too long. Miss Sunny Bunny wanted me to stay so bad, but I mean, it was only supposed to be like 8 minutes, and then it turned out to be 60 minutes. Maybe it's not that bad, but if you were the one that was putting the captions on these videos, wouldn't it be kind of bad? Because, I mean, you don't know how hard videos are. So I have to put on. That's something. Yeah. It's weird that I'm a rabbit, but it's a good thing we promised this. I'm gonna turn the volume. I have played this game a few times before, but I've never had such a group I liked more than Apple. I mean, it just makes me feel happy to think that you are here. Yeah. We must hunt for him. Oh yeah, I forgot you can't see. And leave some for me when you do hunt it. I mean, I'm not. Yes, I know that. I don't know. You don't taste like it. I mean, get him, Chatterbox. Get him out. Oh yeah, you're tired. You haven't slept since last night, did you? Oh, I mean, I guess. So what are we gonna do if we did what you did? What are we gonna do if we just have is there gonna be pups? Yeah, this is gonna take a while. Why don't you just take a nap today? Oh, you need a lullaby? Oh, sweet. It's kind of you wanna sleep next to the den? I don't hear me sing, but I guess I want to sleep at home. I have to mark the territory to make sure that you don't, that nothing tries to catch you. A little. Not all the way. Okay, you just take a nap. We will keep hunting. But it's gonna take maybe 30 minutes to hunt this. Okay. lullaby. I think Apple and Shadow are doing this. Why don't we just not a good idea? Yes. Hi. Go to sleep. Bye and good night. Go to sleep, little ones. Bye and good night. Go to sleep. Rising sun cadet. In the morning when it's sunny, right? I'm so happy. I Oh, what song am I singing? This is some song I like to sing when I'm in bed. Well, all the time. Sunny, right? I'm so happy. I wish these clothes were just I mean, like, they're not like, they're just being. They just eat the carcasses. Why don't they just? I mean, they're all carcasses. Right, Apple? They're all carcasses. They aren't the coolest carcasses. Are you gonna tell me anything? Okay. Let's walk out here. You look so disgusting when you eat Apple. Could you maybe, like, not do that in front of me? You feel like going back to sleep cadet? Because I feel like it. So, I mean, I did wake up early in the morning because I had to have the shadow box. Wake up, cadet. I just woke up to the sound of a banana. No. I mean, I don't know. Never mind. Oh, they look so cute. This is homemade flower. Can I name one after me? Oh, never mind. Think about it, cadet. not saying. Beast. I don't really know what it means, but it means something, so I just named it that. Wolf pups are almost always hungry. When you're trying to feed them, predators will come for predators. How do you want them? Are you asking me this, Apple? You should ask yourself that. If you are. I'm really doing this. You're gonna need that. So we should give them some. I bet they're probably too little to be eaten. And they'll probably be dead by the time we got to them. So I have to get them a diet. I'm not sure the diet pill would help, but probably. You think they're too young to get them? Okay. I'm not. Go away, Coyote. Apple, I do not think that the pups will get the corona. Oh no, those. See you later. Oh, no way, Apple. It just rhymes. I do not think that pups get this. Do you? What do you think today? I mean, yeah, I know, I am. Into them, Apple. Well, I mean, cool. Why don't we play a game of tag with these games? Or just do it. You don't seem to like playing tag. Let's play a game called chess. Do you guys know how to play chess? No? Chatterbox, do you talk a lot? I've never even heard you talk. Why are you named Chatterbox? Flower seeds. Well, let's go and get some. So, anyways, can we do that? So, I want to give the cubs time. This apple. Give me and cadet permissions to be. I mean, you will come too, and I will give the cubs time. But let me hurry. Right. You come back. Back. If you don't come back one more time, we'll give you a spanking. You want to give me a spanking? Don't ask me. Vista might run away from you. I guess he's kind of come back, Miguel. Now. Vista, did you just... Better not. And I guess the pups must be good. That must be. I feel. Did you hear that? There was a pup that started talking. Which one was it? It doesn't have the coronavirus. Pups don't get the coronavirus. How many times do I have to tell you? Which one of you is sick? I can give you medicine. Oh, you don't want me to give you medicine after all. That was a big battle. It's so scary. Oh, you have to kill the crowd now. I want to give the clubs this. You still don't think that you still think should do that? I mean, if you want the cubs to survive, you must give them medicine. And I still want to give them diet pills. I think they're old enough for that. They are just getting hungry so quick. They really need it. There's another stranger wolf. Oh no. This guy is hungry. You should probably have a good pistol. Yes, I do. Which one of you is sick? Is even David sick? Well, it has been too long.